So have you got anything else you need to be talking about
Can I
tonight?
just push live just to see if the camera will go? Okay. We're a few minutes early. Let's see who the first person's going to be.
They probably won't even start checking until after 7 because we're never early.
We're
right?
4 minutes early tonight. Let's see who's the first. Who do you think is going to be the first comment? Sarah Lynn.
Lynn is pretty faithful.
She is.
Although she's had a
Rough week.
and she has, and she may be busy with family stuff, right? She may not even be able to.
Okay, we have 7 people. Let's see who the first person. You want to see if they're.
Speak to us, please.
To somebody. Say hi.
So we know whether our comments are coming in. Somebody's alarm is going off with there.
We've got the door locked and we've got the quilts across so nobody can see us here. What are you watching?
That's fair. Amanda in Scotland went to the concert out in Ottawa.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We still haven't seen any comments, but maybe it's coming on Twyla's phone.
Or maybe we have shy people. Oh, comments there. Who's it?
Oh,
Debbie
Debbie Hill. Don Nolan.
And Don Nolan, Peggy. Can I ask a question for number 8? You can, doesn't mean I'll know the answer, but you can ask away.
There, messages are coming now. Who
Number
had the
8.
question?
Yeah, Peggy Abbott.
Oh, Peggy Abbott, what's your question?
So number 8 was this one that I didn't get ironed.
You gotta show
I
us.
forgot that we had finished it and then I meant to iron it when we got home, press it when we got home, and I didn't. So that's number 8.
What's your question, Peggy?
See your question. Audrey, Sandra.
Hi,
Sandy.
Audrey.
Yes, Sandy, we said probably nobody would come on early because we're never early.
Why did Sandy say
Sandy said you're early.
We are. We're excited. I'm excited. I said this morning from my morning devotion I was going to have an excited day.
Oh, good.
I'm excited because I want to show you what we're doing, what our quilt's going to be like for the vintage Christmas solo.
It's not Christmas.
No, I'm just waiting for Peggy's question.
Peggy.
She asked me.
What size are the flying geese? Peggy, we really can't say sizes.
We can't say
because
sizes
it's
on here. It should say in the book.
So let me look. It should tell you right
Right.
here.
You mean the flying geese unit or just one flying geese?
It doesn't really say. Oh, it should tell you. Oh no, because that's the method. Yeah, they didn't say. But Peggy, this block,
Butts up to this block.
it tells you what the size is in the book.
So that is
So
where-
that's the width, and I can tell you that it's a very common, it's the typical flying geese size that would match that width. So,
Sorry. You can send a private message.
yeah, that is strange because they don't have it up there. They just say to make them, but they don't say.
Hi Sharon. Hi Lynn. It doesn't. Peggy's right.
It's not.
She said one. I don't. Oh, she just went to one. Messages are coming. Oh, she didn't want to make them 4 at a time.
Okay.
She was looking.
Well, if you compare, because you can see where it sews onto that one. So the pattern tells you what size this is supposed to be
Yeah.
before you sew it in, and so then you're going to make those, and you'll know right away as soon as you see the size that measurement, and it tells you that on the no, I'm in the wrong block, on the bottom of page 18.
I just thought I saw.
Yep, this isn't the same. This isn't the same block. Okay. Okay.
So, we're anxious to see. Jackie said today. She said she was anxious to see who was going to get the scratch ticket with the free quilting.
Oh, so do you know, or you don't know
I
yet?
don't have a
I didn't know
clue.
whether anybody had picked up anything in hand
Oh,
or not.
no, we
No?
could have had a
Okay.
few people scratch,
Mhm.
because we did have some pickups.
Mhm.
So somebody's gonna win a mini charm and a percentage coupon and a bunch of different stuff. So if you get the scratch card and you win, make sure you post it, not just message me. We wanna post it so everybody knows that we did have winners out there.
Nice.
Um,
Free coffins, nothing to sneeze at.
it is not.
That's a nice prize.
The ugly contest is still going on. The smiles for pillowcases is still going on. We've got almost around 200, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been good.
Very nice.
What else is going on right now? Anything? This is going to be our next sew along.
So it can be very Christmas, just like that.
You can do it Christmas, or you can do it the way we're going to do it. I just really like the layout, so we're going to show you options. I think I saw somebody else was doing this as a sew along.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Well, it was promoted as a sew along,
Yeah.
right? Because it's the sampler type. It makes a great sew along with all the different
Oh, it
blocks,
does,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
So, do you guys see this right up here? Potentially it could go there. But we are possibly, more than likely, this is going to be a flower pot with a flower in it. And look at my flower. This is going to be my flower.
Isn't that going to be cute? Really cute.
And so we're randomly putting these blocks throughout. So chances are it's going to be the center to the stars. It's going to be the...
Because the measurement will work anywhere those candy
Yes.
canes are, and it will also work as a flower pot in that stocking block, where
Yeah.
she doesn't want a Christmas quilt.
So my whole quilt is going to be this color scheme.
Not necessarily, so now this pattern specifically calls for fat
Fat
quarter
quarter
bundle,
bundles.
and then some yardage to go with it for the borders and whatnot, but you're gonna pull some
I'm
colors
going
that
to
match.
pull colors and make quarter meter bundles, not fat
Yeah.
quarters. And we're just going to guesstimate at what it is. It's going to be scrappy.
Mhm.
So if you run out, it's going to be easily added to.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if there's going to be 10 or 15 quarter meter bundles, but quarter meter pieces.
I think you're gonna need more than
Yeah,
that,
I think
because
so.
I think it recommended, the one they started with was like
Yeah.
quite a big quarter bundle,
So are we
quarter
doing
bundle.
all the background same color?
That's totally, it was your quilt.
Ah,
You know me, I'd like to say no, but
I
you
know. We gotta
like,
go see if we have enough backgrounds to make it
but
scrappy.
you like,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
but,
it'll look nice scrappy.
oh, you're gonna go.
I'm gonna go scrappy, I think.
Oh,
I know, right?
wow.
It's gonna be cute.
It is gonna be
So
cute.
we have only like 4 or 5 of these books left. I mean, I can order more.
Oops.
We have brought in a lot. We've got a lot of people that's going to be doing this. So if you want one of these
Refresh that, 'cause I think there's comments.
books, we're going to have to watch yours.
Yeah, I just think I just did it wrong too.
So the last person I saw, I see Linda saying hi, Jennifer Holmes saying hi.
No, I
Do
think.
you have
there
any
was-
yardage available for the Christmas salon? I bought the bundle from
Oh, that
you.
was the one I had seen that, yeah.
Ah, I think I do. I'm pretty sure I do. Not sure which ones I have.
For this particular one,
For the vintage Christmas.
what we got was what we thought would work good for the borders,
Yeah.
right? Because it calls for those 3 borders, so
Yeah.
that's what we had for yardage, I think, is those.
Yeah.
Or what we thought would work for that. And I don't know that you got any more than that, maybe
No,
just those
just
3.
a few.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'll try to remember to post the fabrics.
However, there are some fabrics over there that
That
would
go with it.
probably go with it and not have a Christmas theme that would
Right.
mix in, because I didn't find that bundle even all looked really
Christmassy.
Christmassy.
At
So
all.
you could put in some of the other Kansas Trouble stuff and
Yeah.
it would be fine.
So how many do we have left of this sew along?
We're doing 2 tonight, and then there's 2 more after, so next week.
Mm-hmm.
And then there will be the setting,
layout.
the layout, right?
So only a couple more weeks before we start this one.
We'll probably, by the time we do the next, we'll probably be ready to start that, after the next block of month?
We forgot to show them the quilt. We have a couple of quilts to show you. I should have spread it.
What one do you want?
The house one. We've got a couple of quilts to show you. Twyla's been busy binding.
I think it was five quilts and 6 placemats, 6 runners I found for this week.
Yeah.
This is
It's upside down.
It is.
So this pattern is called
I don't know.
number 25. I don't know why they called it number 25.
It's gorgeous.
It is.
I love this quilt pattern.
Yeah. It
But
turned
I
out.
like houses.
I do too.
But these ones are different than a lot of the houses
I
in a lot
know.
of quilts, and they're bigger. I really like them.
I like the corner squares, how they form a house.
The corner square.
Where the blocks meet, they make a house.
Yes. Yeah, really cute. I like how half the house is light and half is dark.
I know.
Like, I like that.
Anyway, so that's
That's
that
fun.
one. The one hanging up is, what's the name of that one with the hearts hanging up? I don't know, but it's one that we got in Dallas, and the
And
fabric
it won't be coming till the fall.
till the fall. It's released, but
Yeah.
that's going to be
That's
going
one
up on
that
our wall.
uses some of, it's Robin Pickens. It uses like border fabric or a really pretty piece of,
Yard.
like some of your nice flowered yardage, like a Jason Enter yardage
Yeah.
or something would be really pretty there. Yeah.
So that one's a bit. Do you want to show them the whales? Because the whales are cute.
Ooh, wait. So this is a different fabric choice than what the first whale
Yes.
was,
So
right?
this is called Preppy the Whale. Isn't that cute? We had Preppy the Whale hanging on the wall next door, but because we ran out of those fabrics, nobody wanted this kit that we cut up, so then we had to make this kit up so people would see how cute it was.
It's very similar.
It is very similar, isn't it?
Very similar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Twyla, I think that's enough. Everybody must be on.
Okay.
You might as well get going with the song.
Okay, so we are. Oh boy, whoops, we probably shouldn't have that fabric laying against the corner.
Probably not.
No, probably isn't a voice idea. Okay, we are on week 9 and 10. So this one is called the tulip block. I'm not really sure why it's called tulip because I don't find it really reminds me of a tulip. Do you?
I don't either.
No. Anyway, so we've got some of it done so that Deb didn't have to sew quite so much, but
Is it sweet?
we got loose pieces on it. So this row is all together, but we're going, and some of these pieces are together, but we're going to do one of each of the different blocks just so that you get a feeling. So we may as well start with this so we can sew this middle row together.
Mm-hmm.
We may as well start with this, which is supposed to be a square and a square. So we started with just your plain block and sewed on 2 corners.
Snowball them.
Yep, and now we're going to sew on these 2 corners.
Just snowball that.
And I will show you, you'll see on that one that I typically do the opposite corners. Deb typically goes around in a circle when she does her. So either way is fine. It makes no difference which one you do.
So, because there's no line there, I'm going to press it.
I usually find lines that size. Yeah, on a 2.5, I can find I usually don't look drunk doing it. I can usually manage that one and not look too drunk.
Okay, I'm going to do it then.
You are.
I might be
Now, when you get into bigger, like 4.5 or bigger,
That wasn't too bad.
I can't eyeball those because I weave like I'm drunk.
There we go.
Okay, so that's that piece.
These are the new Moda scissors with the cute little measuring tape on them. Not that that serves any purpose other than being cute, but
So I want to show you that I'm going to iron that before press that. Sorry.
yep.
So there are 4 of these units, but the tricky part about these units, do you see how this is one fabric, the points? This is one fabric. This is a different fabric in a different fabric. So these flying geese, each one is a different combo.
So you can't make them after the
So you
4.
can't make the 4 weight, and you can't because you don't use 4 of these ones, right? You're only using 2 that are the same, and then this one is half and half.
So can I ask a question?
Sure.
Is this flying geese the same size as that other flying geese that Peggy could look and see the measurement of that?
I'm thinking it probably is. Taking my
Probably
guess.
is.
Let me look. Let me look. see that it says the size on that one either. No, because it's showing you
Oh, it's
saw
showing
one
making
flip.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Peggy, I tried.
Okay, so when I'm going to press this so she can sew that strip, but in the meantime, each one of these 4 units has a background piece and the center piece is the same. So let's work on this one next. So Deb's going to take these pieces and she's going to do a flying geese with this, and she's got to make sure that she keeps them on the right side and that her points are going the right way. Right?
Going like this. Okay. Yeah, I
But,
got it.
but you know which way your points have got to point?
Bring up to here.
No, your points have got to go into the center. So you want
Right here.
that way,
Okay.
right? See how the points are going into the
Oh,
center,
okay, yeah.
right?
So I'm going this way.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
So that's the trickiest part about this block is keeping those straight. And you know how I know that?
You made a mistake?
I did. And I actually, the mistake I made wasn't that I had the wrong fabrics. The mistake I made was that I put the points going in the wrong direction. So, yep, that was what
So
I
this is
did.
the only diagonal seam I have to make that I can change my feet? Yeah.
Yes, I think so. It is. Nope.
Okay, let me do
You
it.
got another one. So this is a plain flying geese that's got the 2 sizes. The 2 sides the same.
Do I make the points go this way?
Well, when they're the same, it doesn't matter because you can flip it.
Yeah,
She's a little slow. Cool.
okay. It's been a long day. Stacy was so freaking giddy today.
Oh, was he?
Yes. Oh my gosh, just don't want to laugh at him.
So you can see there. Oops, when I get you, there we go. So there's your 3 pieces that makes that unit that we've got to make. So you can see how your color has to go all the way around each one. So I'll press that and you can sew that unit together. So she's going to sew together the unit like that she just made.
Change my foot. So I'm looking to buy a new machine that does applique. What would you suggest?
I know you're not asking me. I do so little applique. I just use my fab. Like, mine isn't an expensive machine. Like, I just use a few decorative
Is that
stitches on
camera
mine.
pointed okay?
Well, if you want them to see you sewing, probably not. You want them to see you sewing? Yeah, maybe. Okay. So, she's sewing the middle row together. So there's the middle row. I'm going to press that. So you can sew that unit together, right?
So I am sewing this to this and this to this.
I want to see. I want to press these. I want to press these in. Ooh, that's not a great option, but it also really nice for you. What do you guys suggest for who does a lot of applique with their machine?
Okay. You pick. Oh, I see. I almost lost track of where I was.
That's hard to believe. The brain. Okay. Oh, we're you don't have messages again. Let's see. Oh, there's Karen Sampson.
Oh, hi, Karen.
Oh, and I just lost my messages again. Darn it.
So now I'm going to sew this block.
Okay, so this block is not your typical half square triangles. Like it's a cat's cradle, right?
I don't remember.
I think. So the thing you have to remember with this is that you want a straight line up here and a straight seam down here, so you don't want to line up your point and have it sticking up there, right? You want this to line up when you flop it over and sew down, and your 1/4 inch seam should come right where that intersection is on that point.
Okay.
Or somewhere close. Right?
Right, teacher.
Sandra likes her FAF icon.
Really? Okay, and so then explain to what I'm going to do.
So now the next piece, again, you want this side to be a straight side, so you're going to flip it up and you're going to sew, flip it up and line up that edge and sew down in the same thing. So do you want me to press that? Would that be easier than one underneath?
Okay.
Oh no, she's good. Who needs an iron? Debbie Hill says her Fast 720 does a nice applique.
Oh, does it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to spend a lot of money on an applique machine because I don't do it.
Well, that's like,
Right.
mine is just a cheap little,
So I
Half
have
square.
this.
and now you're gonna sew your half square
Okay,
triangle
so
to it.
that onto
So
there.
your trickiest part on that is not to cover up your point there in the center. Show them the point.
So on this side, where we have that point, you want your stitch to go on the outside of it so that you don't cut your
Now, most people would probably trim some of those little sticky outy things so that there's not quite so much bulk, but you do you, and I would trim. Deb's not going to. We know that. And that's fine. I don't do much decorative stitching because that
I
isn't
don't
my
either.
type of
All
sewing.
I want is a good blanket stitch. That's all I want.
That's what I use. Once in a while I use my zigzag if I'm mending something, like some of the kids' work clothes or something. I'll use a zigzag
So, I
stitch,
got my
but that's it. Okay, I'm gonna press that.
Alright.
Oh, or, yeah, you can sew that to that,
Okay.
right? So now she's
So
building that
this
corner.
to this.
Deb did a pretty good job when she pressed with her fingers on that cat's cradle.
Sarcastic.
Not one bit. I was giving you credit. Like, I'm not always sarcastic.
So this is going to go in like this, point in, and then I'm going to put this on here.
And now she's going to finish her.
Something like that. And I'm going to put this down there.
Yeah.
And I got one seam to match there.
You do.
I do.
And one point.
And one
not to
point
mess
not
up.
to cut off.
Darlene Ivany says, do you have a left-hand sewing machine? No, it probably just looks backwards because of the video. It's a normal sewing machine. It's just the angle we're at. It might be more comfortable for people who
So
film
like
than
this?
other stuff. I
And
don't know.
this. And this.
Yep, make your row. And then she can join those 3 rows together. Okay. And that'll be the tulip block that looks nothing like a tulip. Done. I really don't see a tulip in that.
But you know what? When you're making up a block or a quill block, it's so hard to come up with a name.
Oh. Especially when you have no imagination, right?
Well, that's hard.
Wow, there's so many cool blocks. That's like patterns. Like, I don't think people realize sometimes when they message the shop and ask for a pattern that
There's like probably three
there's
or four with that
probably,
same
when you
name.
Google that on Checkers or whatever,
That's why I
there's
usually
probably
say-
3 or 4 with that exact name.
That's why I usually say, send me a picture
Yeah.
before I order
She
something.
just threw this at me. I take it that's my cue to
To iron it.
iron it, maybe?
So there's a few seams to meet here and a few points to watch. Cut off.
I have to admit, I use steam at home.
Oh, dear.
Mm-hmm. I do. I find it hard to make an ease press block without
There we
steam.
go. So I'm gonna sew the last row on.
Peggy Abbott says Husqvarna has a nice buttonhole stitch.
I like Husqvarna applique. I do. I just.
Yeah, but there must be like a lower model because you don't need 300 stitches. You need a very basic, right?
But I don't want a machine that, because I like to go fast. I don't want a machine that's going to shake.
Right, okay.
Yeah. That's my only criteria.
Well, you might have to go test drive one.
My apples are pretty fast.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. There, she's
I
done.
got a block that.
She does.
Isn't that cute? It's one of my favorite ones, actually.
Is it?
Going right?
I kind of actually like the next one.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
I don't like them so much.
You don't?
I don't.
I think I like it better. Oh, there's a surprise. You like it. Okay, so this one's going to be hard for you guys to envision because there's a lot of pieces missing. So this is called crosses and losses. This is what it's going to look like. I really like this one. So, and she doesn't, can you tell?
Do I need to switch my foot again?
Yes. So the first thing I'm going to show you is we are going to do, yeah. We may as well do the square. So the center of this is a square and a square. So she's going to, wait a minute. Yep, she's going to do a square and a square with that
So I'm
and
going to
that.
cut these off.
Yes. So again, I had 2 sewn. She's going to sew the other 2. And she's going to eyeball it.
I am.
Lynn says she doesn't use steam.
Really?
Okay.
She uses starch.
Yes, she does. So these boards, I don't want to mispronounce your name. Is it Pierrette Martin? These are called design boards. This one's very dirty because it's old and I've used it a lot. These are design boards. These particular ones are by Lori Holt. They come in, I think, a 7x7, a 10x10, a 14x14, and an 18x18. And they are wonderful because you can carry your stuff to the ironing board. They don't fall off. You can hold things up on them.
We have a few in stock, but they're also easy to make too.
They are.
Felt
There is
and,
actually a lot of YouTube videos out there on how to make your own. So now we're going to, nope, that's not a square and square. That's
see
4
that.
and
It says-
So now we're going to build these 4 flying, I'll show measurements. These 4 flying geese, and they are doing the 4 at a time technique.
that Peggy and I don't like.
You're doing it anyway, Tom. So you start with one bigger square, and you draw. I want to show you these squares. You mark your, when I get in the right spot, there we go. You may have to mark corner to corner if you don't have the little special ruler, but then after you mark from corner to corner, you mark a 1/4 inch seam allowance on both sides of that line, and that's where you're going to stitch those 2 lines. So if you look at this, I've already laid 2 of these so that the corners meet in the middle, and you can see the 2 stitching lines across there. So then you cut that in between those 2 stitching lines. And this is, if you've never
Right
done
now?
this technique,
Right now.
what else would you like to do right
I
now?
don't make this method. I didn't know if you press them open or. I do.
Well, I'm going to press them open now.
Okay, I don't like this method. I agree with Peggy Abbott.
Well, I typically don't do this method either, but I don't hate it.
I do.
I gathered that.
I would be like, Peggy, what's that measurement supposed to be so I can go make it?
So you get 2 units when you press it open that look like this. Now you show them where the next triangle goes, the square goes. It's right there. Oh, come on.
This.
We
goes
did
like
it last
this.
week.
I know, but I
There
don't.
you go.
Right
Yeah.
there.
And so now this time your lines are going this way, and you're going to sew those 2 lines that way. And then
Right
out
now?
of that, right now.
Okay.
Snap, snap. If I could snap my fingers, I'd snap. So like when you start doing this, the first time you do it, you think, how are you ever going to get 4 flying geese out of this one big square fabric? And these 4 little, but you do it. So there she's going to, now she has the second half to do exactly like she just did. She's going to sew those 2 seams. So she just cut those in half down between the 2 seams. And I'm going to press it open and you'll see that we have 2 flying geese there. And then she's going to have 2 out of it. And she's done with that one. So see, here's 2 flying geese. And she's gonna do,
There we go.
okay. Let me press those. So while I'm pressing those, the next thing we're gonna do, in each one of these corners, you need, so these are 4 different color fabrics. Well, these are 4 different color fabrics in your corners. We've used 2 greens and 2 blues. So we're gonna do these 2 big half square triangles. So out of the 1 bigger square of green and the 1 bigger square, you draw your lines, the same as we just did. And she's gonna sew those, and we're gonna cut them apart and get our 2 half square triangles. Now, just because all of these are done with 4 different fabrics doesn't mean you have to do this block with 4 different fabrics. You could do this block using all the same fabric in those 4 corners.
And then cut it, right? Cut it. I'm cutting it, so I hope that's right.
Yes, dear, cut it.
Cut it.
Cut it.
Okay.
Okay.
Cut.
Okay.
You have to square that up.
Let me see how up here. I would say no.
Right.
I would say we're good to go.
Right.
Just looking to see if it tells you to. It does say that you have to square up, but I'm just gonna double check, but it looks like it's pretty freaking accurate. No. I'm gonna go over here.
She's going for them. Can I do something else, teacher? I can sew these.
You can sew, here, you wanna look at the picture? Because she doesn't read, she looks at pictures.
I'm gonna make this center right now.
Okay, you do that.
I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna make the star that goes in the middle, like this. Change my foot.
So it does tell you
What?
to square these up a little bit, but they're really not off much, but they will be better if we square them up here.
Okay.
Just saying. So for those of you at home, you may want to square them up. So the saga of my perfect slotted trimmer 1/2 inch size is I still have not located that.
You've lost it?
Yes. Now, that being said, I'm not convinced it's lost. It is
You're
probably
convinced it's
buried
here.
somewhere. No, I think it's buried somewhere in my sewing room. Or it's in a bag that I brought up here at some point and haven't totally unpacked yet. Or, you know.
That too.
Like if you guys could see the stuff I drag home every week,
She came with a full truckload of stuff.
and I'm going home pretty much with a full
She's
truckload of
wrapping
stuff.
Christmas stocking stuff at home.
And I'm binding like crazy.
And you're
I'm
binding.
trying to do some quilts and invoicing. Keeps me busy, which is good.
Keep you busy and out of trouble.
Well, I couldn't say that.
I'm putting
No.
this together like that.
These do look better trimmed.
Do they?
Yep, they do. They do, they do. I mean, they weren't off bad, but, you know. What am I missing? What is that for? Right there. Oh, I know what that is. Okay. I know what that is. So we have to make a... Nope. There we go. Okay.
Do you have another hospital triangle?
So that's what I wanted to point out. Lots of times when you're working with half square triangles like that make these type things, you are doing 2 at a time. But because this particular quilt, if you look, is using a different color in each corner, we couldn't do the 2 at a time method. So in the directions for this last little one that she's going to make, it actually gets you to cut them in half. So you're going to make a half square triangle out of those 2.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Because we didn't need 2 at a time.
But then you have to square that up.
That would be my guess. Do you think?
Did you have to do it?
I can't remember. I made these way last week and then I've done so much since then, I don't remember. I have no memory, just so you guys know. None. It's gone.
It looks good to me. I don't think it needs to be trimmed.
Okay, good. You go for it. Do your thing.
Looks good to me.
You know, I'm just gonna point out that I may have to trim some of these points you didn't trim when I get home.
Oh, stop. You keep saying it's my quilt.
It is, but I can't make it lay nice and flat with all that glub in there. I might be able to when I get home with some steam. I really, really like steam. So, she's working on the middle row, but this bottom row, we're gonna sew this half square triangle that makes the other half of this flying geese to this piece, and then stitch that together to make the bottom row that looks like that.
Let's lay that in there. Just like that.
Let me press it for you. You can work on sewing that row together.
Trust me, sew the bottom row. I'll do what I'm told.
That would be a first. Actually, no, it wouldn't.
I'm scared of you.
Yeah, right. What feet are you using?
Me?
Yes, that's what they're asking.
I'm using a 1/4 inch guide.
So let me, where's your foot? So when she sews cross, like to do 2 half square triangles, she likes just a plain foot. But the one she's sewing with now has a little piece that hangs down to give her an accurate 1/4 seam. So it doesn't really work good when you're sewing across the diagonal, like to do half square triangles. So she switches back and forth.
I'd like to have that guide.
I use that sometimes, but lots of times I've just really gotten really, well, not really good, but I've got really comfortable with using my regular foot and knowing what I'm doing with it, like to judge my seam. So now she's going to build her middle row across. So she's going to sew that center piece to the flying geese on both ends.
Is there anything to meet up? There isn't. There's no seams to meet up.
There isn't on that one. You just got some points maybe you like not to cut off. That's all.
Oh, that's easy.
Easy peasy.
I didn't cut it.
Well, that's good. That's a good thing, right, people?
I wish everybody wishes they had a Twyla.
No, they really don't.
Standing over
You
top
should,
of
you
them,
should,
that's what they do.
you should ask my husband. He'd soon set them straight.
So we have 3 rows that we're just going to join together.
Yes, Sandra, I do sometimes use the acorn, the liquid on like a bulky seam, like a
That's
pinwheel.
what I use.
But I just like steam. I really do. I love steam.
There's not much meat on this one either. You got your seams pressed open there.
Oh, excuse me. Sometimes I do that and I like it.
Well, you know what? That made it easy to know right where my point was.
Yes. It does make it harder to nest though if you have to
If you
nest.
nest.
Yeah. So it has its pros and cons, like everything, right? There's a lot of things, most things you and I do differently. Oh, Sandra doesn't like this block either, she says.
I don't. What?
It's just funny because every time the ones that I like you don't.
So let's
vice
show
versa.
all the blocks in case there's somebody there.
Okay, so
Let's hold up all the blocks because I'll show you the pretty one.
I'll show you the ugly one.
Yeah, I'll show you that too.
Okay, so here's the blocks. Oh, there's also this one.
This one.
Some of these haven't got pressed yet.
This one's nice. I love this one.
I like that one. That's the ugly one. Before it's over, it's going to be redone with some lighter colors. I love that one. I think that's my favorite.
Really?
Yes.
No. I like that.
one. Yeah. But I like that because it's got a lot of red in it.
That's okay. I like this one.
Oh, do you? Okay. So then there's this one from last week that I didn't get pressed, but I forgot to press. That one.
That one.
And then there's this one from tonight that isn't all pressed yet.
There's that one.
And then there's that last one. So that is 10 blocks. We have 2 left to go. I love this one.
Yeah.
I do.
These look like they're trying to be thimbles of spools of thread.
What's wrong with that?
I don't like that look. I don't like thimble. I don't like thread thimble.
I don't like school quilts, but I don't mind that.
That reminds me of school too much. That's why.
Okay.
Okay. So does anybody else ask any questions?
I don't think. I think don't push
No,
up too
yeah.
far because it I lose it then.
Okay.
I think we're good. So next week, where's my book? Oh, right here. So next week we have the last 2 blocks. We have Oddfellows chain.
I
That's
like that
pretty.
one.
That's
one of my
very
favorites.
pretty. That's very pretty. And
Of course.
houses. Oh, who is it that doesn't like houses?
Somebody up there.
Is it Sandra? Kendra.
I can't remember.
I think Kendra. And Country Village with houses all the way around, every way you look at it, right?
You know what? If there's a block you don't like, just replace it.
Yeah.
If you don't like houses, put something else.
So that's the last 2 blocks, and
we'll
then
do the
we'll do
sashing.
that. So this is the setting that we've got to do. So there'll be the sashing rows, like the sashing that goes between each block, and then like a row that goes, and then the final border, and that's it.
Does anybody have it done yet? Did anybody go ahead and do it? Right here. No, nobody's saying they've done it yet.
Yeah. Okay. So next week is the last 2 blocks.
I know. So if anybody wants to get in on that Christmas sew-along, we'll call it a
Which
Christmas
is,
sew-along.
even though we're not doing it Christmassy.
And if anybody wants a bundle to match, and these Dresden plates are sold as a panel, and I think they are, I don't know if they were $27 or $29 a panel. It's 60 inches wide is why it's more expensive. So you get a lot.
I think you'll have
Dresden
enough on that panel to put if you're going to go that route, to do
Yeah.
like as many as you're planning on doing at a 1 panel, probably.
Oh, yes.
I would be shocked. if
Probably you
couldn't.
could share a panel with somebody.
Well, you might, yeah. Yeah, you probably could.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
So if there's a couple of you that want to share it, then that's a possibility.
Yep.
Okay, is there any other questions?
I
don't think so.
Don't think so.
Okay, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Have a great week.
I just want to say that this Wednesday is going to be the bolt sale. It's
Okay.
going to be $8 a meter, sold as a bolt. But I've been in the closet cleaning, and we have lots of this and that stuff. Wednesday, it's going to be a mixture of, I got some fireside backings. I've got some random things back there. And the fireside backings are all like 3 to 4 meter bolts we bought from the Lindgren Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, it's going to be a little bit different on Wednesday.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Okay, see you, everybody.
See ya.
Bye-bye. We forgot to say the date. What's the date today?
Oh, today is July the 21st, I think.
Can't remember. Sorry.
And we are doing the Daydream sampler sew-along.
Yeah, somebody wanted us to
I
announce it
know,
at
and
the beginning.